All right, Josh TV followers, here is the Malibu with its massive 34-yard full boat cover. It also got a snap-on bow and cockpit cover. He gets a free snap tool, and he also gets a storage bag. There's his bow and cockpit cover in its storage bag, and there's a big storage bag for this cover. Like most of my covers, it'll zip up here around the swim step to come undone. So even without a single fastener holding it to the boat, it can't come off the boat. It's cupped on the nose and it goes up under the swim step, so it's on there to stay. But there it is. We're going to call it a day. Got this one done. Got the screens for low and slow are ready to go back out to the lake. They're in the bag over there. And then there was a little fire pit cover I also kicked out today just because. But it's time to go. Gonna head on home. I want to thank you for following along. Well, good morning, Josh TV followers. Welcome back to Lake Mead Marina and Low and Slow. Got the fly bridge done. We are working on the aft deck. And here we have Sunbrella slate and quick fit pins. I did have to replace a couple of the snaps that were on the railing, even though we're going to go to twist locks when I take these templates off, because it still is wearing the black one here in the back. Let's jump on aboard. But we're just in zip on. We haven't fastened any of the screens yet. Everything's just zipped on and hanging free. And then I'll use the pins to template the new Dodger panels. And then when those are off and in the bag, then I'll convert the railings over to twist lock and get all the grommets for the twist locks cut in the screens. And then come back and fit the Dodger panels. So that's what we're doing today. Thank you for following along. All right, afternoon here at Lake Mead Marina with Low and Slow. Whoops, sorry. There we go. He did not want it enclosed completely in the back. He wanted his gunnel still to be open. That's the only way out to the bow, so it's not snapped to the boat for the lower deck. And then when you look at the back of Low and Slow, it's kind of hard because we're starting to look into the setting sun. And again, the Dodger panels are just a temporary. I have the ones in slate in the bag over here on the dock. Everything's in the bag, all the patterns. But we just kind of stuck these back on a little bit. We didn't go every single one to a twist lock because I don't want to waste all the hardware. It's just kind of to hold it up so we still had the privacy of, let me climb on the boat. Because if I left with all the, whew, that sun is bright, isn't it? Even through the screen, that's a bright. So, the Dodger panels, I just put kind of one here, there, everywhere, just to keep them on. That way he can come out here and enjoy the boat, because the screens are here to stay. And then the lower deck, couple of steps down in the lower deck. It's really nice. Nice bay liner. And now, this piece was kind of awkward to do, but again, same old rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. We're gonna head on out to, I think I gotta go out to Q. Oh yeah, things are better with a clean lens. Well, good morning, Joshua TV followers. It's the day after Christmas. I hope you got everything you wanted and spent some time with the ones you love. We're hard at it here. Had a couple hours worth of work today. This is that little trike trailer. And they wanted to put covers over it so the sun doesn't kill it. So we'll check that one off the list. That's soft touch as well. Not the easiest thing to pattern. I use the pattern material just because you can't use the stapler on that. If you put a hole in it, it's got a hole. But very soft back on it. Should be very kind to the fiberglass fenders. Nextly, got a rinker come in for a bow cover only. Just for fishing when he's out on the lake. He doesn't like that cold breeze coming up under the window. So we made him just a bow cover. And then the fountain. I think it's a 38-foot fountain. Out at the marina. And the boat is really awkward to get up into. It sits really tall on the lift. It takes a 6-foot ladder to climb into the boat. So to try and do the bimini top out there was just going to be a big fat hassle. It was easier just to pull the frame off and bring it in here and mount it to my scaffolds and get the basic shape. We cut the canvas off just because we haul them legs up, and it would have dragged the dock all the way back to the ambulance. So we just cut the canvas off, and then I clamp it back on to get the shape right. That's about where it is. That's how long it is anyway. We may flatten it out a taste more. Really short poles on the inside here for the intermediates. And they don't nest well either. So I'm not sure who made this bimini, but it might have been their first one. But we'll get it settled so they can get the boat sold and get another new happy boater on Lake Mead. That's all I got going on today. Working half a day. Bunch of lake work out there, but the pontoon boat to come in for today didn't come in, so not that I had anywhere to put it. But I got the table cleared off, and I got all the tools are put away. We're going to go ahead and call it a day. I want to thank you for following along. Good afternoon, Joshua TV followers. We're out here on Low and Slow. And we had finished everything that was on the original contract. But he decided he did in fact want the whole thing enclosed. For the comfort of keeping the wind out in the wintertime. And keeping the ducks out year-round. Because, oh, look at that. This one's gone. We can actually stand back and take a look. So we're trying to fill in that side gap that he was originally okay with just leaving open. So, of course, the first order of business is holes in boat. And we're going to start out with snaps, and then we're going to change over to twist locks. They are going to fasten on the inside. So what I mean is, opposed to like that one is on the outside of the boat, these will be, you'll reach and fasten them from the inside of the boat. Let's go around and take a look at the other side, which I have complete, but I might just use this one for a pattern because I missed it just slightly. So again, we're going to match the railing and go down with canvas and then screen just to match the line of the Dodger panel and the screens panel. And it's trying to get that straight line. The window comes down right there, so we had to stay behind the window and go up under the notch and then come out and be forward of this notch. Let me get to the other side here so you can see how that's notching this way, and then the window comes the other way, so we kind of had to skirt that line between the two. but we still come out just this far forward of the step. So it's going to have a little tang on it that shoots back to the stair and snaps down. He doesn't think he'll rarely go out this way. He's got kids, so that's who's going to have to tend the anchor. This side we're just getting started. And of course the first is going to be stapled to the ketter. I know where it starts because I'll be stapled here. And that will be a zipper width from the ketter. But we'll get to stapling that. But I wanted to get the mesh of the screen straight with the horizon as we're coming around the boat, because it's kind of a wacky angle. If I just went straight from the edge of the screen, the mesh would be this way instead of straight. That's kind of where I got burned on the other side, where I didn't put it far enough outboard. And by the time when I got to the bottom, that taper was gone and I had to scab on a piece. But that's such a small piece. I have plenty of scrap screen in the shop. I can probably get that out of an end roll. So here, I'll show you what I was talking about. This little scab right here. And I was that much short. I didn't quite give myself enough. I could have scooted it over just a taste more and still had enough here for the double under. And keep the mesh of the screen nice and straight as it's joining the next piece, which of course is straight all the way around. So it's trying to keep the horizon line, I call it, going. So I got one done, I got this other one done. That's about 2 o'clock. So we're gonna get it on done, get on out of here. Thank you for following along. Alright, second one always goes so much faster. And of course I watched out for that, making sure things were moved over before I started. I still have enough at the top. I just trimmed away more up here, but didn't have to staple any on there. Got that nice straight line at the bottom of the Dodger panel. There it is. Pretty happy with that. So now we got to get everything in the bag and get it on back to the shop. I want to wish everyone a Happy New Year.